It was 1 year ago today that a moment in time in Oklahoma's history that it just literally took our breath away to see the devastation across the city of Moore, across the state of Oklahoma, to witness the loss of life, the loss of property, the loss of memories of so many of our Oklahomans. And today it's important that we do remember, that we reflect, that we not forget that there are still Oklahomans that are recovering, that are healing, that are suffering today. And it's also important that we stand by them, that we let them know that we have not forgotten them and the tragedy that occurred in this city. But across the country, and I think even around the world, people witness the resilience, the determination, the courage, the strength, the love, the compassion of our fellow Oklahomans, and how we come together in a great time of need, neighbor helping neighbor, doing what it takes to get the job done, not waiting on someone else to come here to help us, but pulling ourselves up by the bootstraps and just getting to work. And there have been a lot of people who have asked, can this city recover? Can our people recover? But we already know the answer to that question. And the answer to that question is yes, we will recover. Yes, we will rebuild. And yes, we're going to grow even stronger. And we've already seen that strength and that resilience of this community and our people who live in the state of Oklahoma. There have been so many individuals, so many groups who have gone above and beyond the call of duty to help us during this recovery process. And while we witness the destruction, while we witness the loss of life, and we mourn that, we also have witnessed the determination, the strength and resilience, and the spirit and the heart of soul of Oklahoma. And I want to start out by, first of all, recognizing those who were on the scene immediately after the tornado came through this area. Our first responders, many of who are sitting here in the audience today. Our first responders in the state of Oklahoma were here on the site. They went without sleep for days. They worked countless hours, putting their own lives at risk, going door to door, bringing up the rubble at the Plaza Tower schools, Briarwood Elementary, the buildings, the facilities, the hospital here on this site, to look for any survivors, to help in the rescue and the recovery effort. And to them, we could never say the amount of gratitude that we have in our heart for your sacrifice, for your love and your compassion. And I want to especially thank our fire department, our police department, Fire Chief Gary Bird, Police Chief Jerry Stillings, for all of you who performed such heroic actions that terrible day. And even Cleveland County Sheriff Joe Lester, I want to thank him and the Sheriff's Department for all that they did. And to the Mayor of Moore, Oklahoma, Glenn Lewis. Glenn is a model of leadership, of city leadership in a time of challenge, time of difficulty. He has stepped up time and time again in this community to lead, and we are very grateful to have a great leader in Mayor Lewis. Mayor, thank you for your great service to our state. Congressman Tom Cole, you were here on the site also, doing whatever it took to help us get the federal resources that Oklahoma needed during that time and to make sure they arrived promptly. Thank you for your great service to our country and also to this district. And I also want to recognize our elected officials who are sitting here with us today, to our representatives, our senators, Commissioner of our Insurance Department, John Doak, and all your employees for your service, to the legislature who quickly appropriated $40 million from our rainy day savings account, which is what it's intended to be for a rainy day in our state, and certainly that was one of those most tragic days. Thank you for your quick action to get money to this community. and to help us get back on our feet. We appreciate you. Mr. Doak, thank you for your Insurance Department's service here. I saw the strength and leadership in our school personnel, from the superintendent of schools to the principals to our teachers who use their own bodies as a shield to help save children, to help protect children. Our teachers are our heroes. Those at the Plaza Tower especially. We appreciate our teachers at Briarwood and Plaza Towers. We saw the strength in our community through MSTAT, IMSA, Midwest Regional paramedics who were on the scene. I can still remember being over at the Warren Theater and utilizing that facility as injured people were being brought to the facility because the hospital was gone, and how we had an impromptu triage center that was set up with so many patients moving in and out and quickly and being diverted to other facilities. I saw the strength in our families who took in fellow neighbors who had just lost their homes, families who were climbing out of the storm shelters and went out straight from the storm shelter to go look into another family's home or run down to the school to see what they could do, even though they just lost their own home. The strength of our families who lost everything. I saw the strength in our state through our charities, to our businesses, our organizations, our nonprofits, our faith organizations, our churches who came together in a great time of need to give so much, whether it was money, time, volunteer hours, food, water, triage, furniture, clothing, cars. I mean, it was just incredible, the amount of generosity. I saw the tremendous strength of our state in our media, our meteorologists, our National Weather Service, those who helped us get the message out about what was getting ready to happen in Oklahoma, what did happen in Oklahoma, and what followed after that time. We owe a great deal of gratitude for those in the media who helped us during such a very tragic time to deal with all the different challenges that we had. Our Office of Emergency Management, I see our director here, Albert Ashwood, and his staff. Albert, thank you for your many